today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They run on first down with Jackson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
13.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 84 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a game.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And Charles, will take a look there at the draft class for the Super Bowl champs as they took Clyde Edwards-Helaire with the final pick of the first round.
And I think a lot of people expected them to draft defense in the first round as they continue to want to get better there, but they are the Super Bowl champs, and they decided to stay on the offensive side and give themselves an extra weapon. But they did address the defense in the second round. Willie Gay, a linebacker, could flat out fly. He was the choice.
Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
48-yard line.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes firing complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that as you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
They'll start with a give here to Melange. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got in as he threw it. From
the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosive.
And that is caught for a touchdown. Kansas City.
Let's go.
Mecole Hardman. His first touchdown of the new season. The Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes Reed. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Buying Playing time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, Herbert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert throwing again. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. 27. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we reach halftime in what's been and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 87.
Travis Kelce. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
Reminder, still some good games coming up. Up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 40.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. On first down, it's Jackson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's Herbert now on second down. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run the option. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face. Of a pass rush like that, they were on him instantly. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll find Williams on the slant and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At their 48.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Mahomes firing complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. to the air again. Herbert.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Yeah, they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But it...
explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.